A cartoon collector. Pickle time. I think that's Abigail. Hey, Robert. So is AI roguelike broken? My AI dungeon scenario is going pretty fun. The image gen is not working. They have another one that's built in, I think, but I don't think I've successfully used it. But it's supposed to be like way lower quality. Already I turned Rosa into a pickle. I forgot how calming this music is, yeah. Now I'm thinking if this mod's pretty chunky, we'll just run with the mod and then we'll probably call it. If AI roguelike doesn't come back on, or if I can't figure out a way to get it working by Friday, we'll just do more mod stuff. Unless someone else has any other ideas. Oblivion. I don't even have that game. I forget, I might have the original Oblivion on some platform. I don't know which one, though. That's the fun part. Oh. How many more mods on the board do you have to get through? Probably a lot of them, because I started late in the game, but I don't want to go through, like, the mods that I saw Smug Fox play, because it's just retreading old ground. I mean, technically, I watched some of this one, uh, Garden of Rosa, but, like, I guess it updated after he played it, so that's, like, the only exception. We're already at the 5-minute mark, huh? Well, give me a moment. There we go. Could always play Postal. I don't have that either. Alright. The desolate emptiness of my apartment serves as a poor welcome home. I don't even bother feeding Rainbow, instead barely mustering the energy to kick off my shoes before collapsing onto my bed with a groan. I sent a text to Rosa letting her know I got home safe. I think she was worried I'd be jumped by a druggy-saurus between getting out of her car and getting into my building. My phone also lets me know that I've got some missed texts. Looks like they're from Fang. Hey, what the fuck? Someone said you fell down the front steps at school. You okay, dweeb? 3 messages, all from around the same time this afternoon. Seems she doesn't totally hate me yet. Maybe there's still a chance between us. We can bond over the fragility of my weak, skinny body. Oh, wait. Guess I got some more texts. Reed said Rosa took you home. Listen, can we talk tomorrow after school? About us, I mean. Fuck. Do I say anything? Should I say anything? I never had to turn a girl down before, let alone one who may or may not be my friend still. My thumb hovers over the keypad, blocking out the faint light from the screen. I let the phone fall on my chest, staring at the ceiling. Ow. Goddamn bruises. I'm skipping double fuck and going straight to quintuple fuck my life. Try as I might to calm down, my mind is a swirling vortex of thoughts. Fang wants to talk. About us. Tomorrow. The memory of this morning rattles around in my head. It feels like a week has gone by since I got out of bed. Between being doxxed, having to tell Fang I don't like her like that, and hearing about Rosa's mom being in the hospital, I don't know which was worse. Christ, maybe it was easier when I didn't have any friends. Rolling over, I managed to slide my phone onto my desk before curling up to sleep. I never had to deal with this stuff when I was alone. It was just me, my games, and 100 strangers over the internet. But now, wasn't life just supposed to be better with friends? Made it. Hey, Al. Poor Fang. Bro, you okay? I can fix Fang. I have level 4 plates, and she only has a 3.38 snub nose. With a friend, you can do anything you want, he said to himself out loud. After Jesus, what am I doing? I'm sitting here feeling sorry for myself when people I care about are going through actual problems. What kind of friend am I, even? Have I made the lives of any one of my friends better? Trish hates me for just existing. Although we were never really friends, so fuck her. Rosa's mom is in the hospital. And Fang, well, she broke it off with her best friend because of me. And what did I do for her? I shattered her hopes and anything between us. Ugh. I can't help my friends. Fuck, I can't even help my girlfriend. The sight of Rosa crying her eyes out about her mom made me want to throw up. But what am I supposed to do? Just being there for her doesn't feel like enough. Every time she looked at her phone today, I had to brace myself for the worst. What if the worst happens? Shit, I can barely handle losing a rock ring match to Reed. How am I supposed to deal with Rosa losing her mom? The next day, I managed to limp my way to school without too much trouble. I'll turn this down on my end. I didn't have the heart to ask Rosa how her visit went yesterday. I think that's something I should discuss face to face. She seemed okay in the brief stint we texted this morning, though. I still feel like I should be doing more for her, though. Mercifully, there's no jeers from my peers as I make my way to my locker. Guess everyone's already forgotten about it. Still, it's probably best to avoid running into anyone for today. Last thing I need is to get shoved into a locker or something. You know, we haven't ran into Naser in this mod yet. Okay. I guess my Naser sense was tingling. In the fanfics I read, Rosa has a bunch of siblings. Seems odd for her to be an only child. Jeers from my peers. That's clever, yeah. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. He's a demon then, huh? Good night, dino-loving folks. Alright, good night, Capola, if I'm saying that right. Anon, wait! Turning around, I can see Naser working his way through the crowd, his stupid head fin making him look like the world's worst dressed shark. Hey, I need to talk to you. It's about Fang, and Fang's feelings for you. Naomi didn't put me up to this. Oh, thanks for the sub. Alright. Something in his tone makes me tense up. What's up? Naser gives me a quick looking over. I heard some asshole shoved you down the stairs yesterday. You okay, man? Naser's smile looks forced. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, someone did try to rearrange my skeleton for me, but it's nothing I can't handle. Don't worry about it. Glad to hear it. Listen, Anon. There's something else I want to talk to you about. It's about Fang. I'm suddenly very aware of the lack of anything to put between me and Naser. Or in other words, between me and the brother of the chick whose heart I may or may not have ripped out and stomped on yesterday. I try to calm my nerves as Naser continues. You wouldn't do anything rash, right? She seemed kind of down last night. She? I guess Naser's abandoned his attempts to follow Fang's passion for picking pronouns. Normally, when she has a shitty day, Fang takes it out on me. I'm reminded of those texts from Fang Naser showed me on my first day. But yesterday, she seemed off. Off how? Naser half shrugs his shoulders. Well, for starters, she didn't eat. Not a single dino nugget. I was going to say dino nuggy. But that's Fang's language, not Naser's. Is Naser 17? I wouldn't know. Fong. Naser was born in 2001 and Fang in 2003. Just popping in to say, hey, I can't stay, but I'll catch the VOD. Alright, Fire. Have a good day. And she didn't blast whatever she thinks passes for music until 2 a.m. like she usually does. You think Ripley would have fucking ripped her a new one. No music? From Fang? The thought of her without music is one my mind refuses to accept. It would be like a certain Turkish finger painting for him without its usual desperate air of self-importance. Don't get me wrong, it was the best sleep I've had in years, but... The troubled Taro scrubs the back of his head. I don't think I've ever seen anyone look this worried. I don't know, it was like nothing mattered to her anymore. Like Fang finally just gave up. I don't even know if she was out of bed by the time I drove over here. I tried asking what was wrong, but she just told me where I could shove it. Naser's half laugh is hollow. I even tried asking Trish about her this morning, but you know how she can be. Naser rolls his eyes as if to say, hey, remember how Trish tried to ruin your life the other day? Yeah, I think I do. Naser, listen. He perks up slightly. I think I might know what's up with Fang. Yeah, what? Well... Oh boy, here we go. I filled Naser in on everything that's happened yesterday. Specifically, what happened between me and Fang. And while he wasn't happy to hear that Fang had been having feelings for me, he was even less happy to learn that I turned her down. I guess it was hard enough for Naser to grasp that his sister liked a skinny like me. Learning that I said no seemed more than he could bear. I could visibly see Naser's thought process as his mind attempted to work out what I just told him. Fang likes... But that's... I mean, how could you? He finally comes back to his senses and hurries off, seemingly not noticing as he shoulder checks me into the lockers. Son of a bitch! Several students nearby burst out laughing. Yeah, everyone laugh at the weeb. While I'm making sure I could still move my arm, my phone buzzes. How are you doing, Minovio? No more injuries, I hope. Well, testing my shoulder doesn't lick more than the usual amount of screaming pain, so I think we're good. Nothing major. Bueno. Listen, Anon, I feel terrible about what happened with Fang. They're going through a lot right now and could use a friend. Maybe we should do something for them, you know, lift their spirits. Could be a good idea, yeah. I'm seeing Fang after school today. I can talk to them then. Gracias, mi novio. I'll see you during lunch, see? Oh no, Rosa does the weird faces. I'm glad Rosa seems to be doing okay. So she wants to do something for Fang, huh? I guess that couldn't hurt, but isn't she still worried about her mom? Maybe this can take her mind off things. Mixed up the dates, Fang is older. Snoot game never followed the negative years thing. 2000 BC is earlier than 1999 BC, for example, yeah. That doesn't make sense. Snoot game takes place in 2021, and Wani in 2023, and Wani happens after. Yeah. We're doing years backwards. When you're talking about BC, the bigger the number, the farther in the past it is. So, 10,000 BC happened before 5,000 BC, yeah. Don't you know, Anon, you owe everything to Fang. Your whole life, your wild life should revolve around her, even though you're around to decide who you want to date and spend time with. Finally, lunchtime. Rosa and I have been eating together in the gardens lately. I think being around all those blooms takes her mind off of her mom a bit. Plus, it's nice to look at. A little less colorful than the dinos in the cafeteria, but a lot quieter. Just my type of place. Wait a sec. Is that Spears talking to Rosa? I'm sure the club is in good hands. Good afternoon, Anon. Taking advantage of the nice weather, I see. Well, I'll not keep the two of you from your lunch. Rosa, give your family my best. Spears gives us both a fatherly nod before heading off. What was that about? Rosa bites her lip for a moment before answering. Anon. I was just letting Spears know that Stella will be taking over the gardening club for me for the rest of the year. For a second, I'm at a loss for words. Stella in charge? She'll have them growing sunflowers within the month. Why, Rosa? You loved the gardening club. And I still do, Minovio, but... Rosa's face falls. I can't do it anymore. With Mama in the hospital, Her voice catches as the two of us slide down onto the garden bench. Rosa idly plucks a spare leaf from the flower bed, turning it over and over in her hands. I need to be with her as much as I can. The gardening club, it just takes too much of my time. Too many hours after school, or on the weekends. Too many nurseries, trade shows, bulb sales. Oh, I had no idea growing stuff took so much effort. What, you think these gardens look like this by accident? Shit, mumbling again. Rosa sits up a little straighter before looking me in the eye. Now, I'm not going to stop seeing Minovio, but if you could, come out to the hospital with me, maybe. I'm there. Words leap out of my mouth like a reflex. And surprisingly, I don't feel the least bit afraid. Rosa's face splits into a slow smile. Gracias, Anon. Hey, what are boyfriends for? You mean besides getting on your nerves? At least her sense of humor is still intact. But I can't imagine what she's going through. I mean, to give up something that she loves like that, I don't think I could manage. Hell, I once tried to cut my shitposting down to just an hour a day. Swear to God I had withdrawals. Speaking of which, when was the last time I posted something? Now, what are we going to do about Fang? Wait, what? It takes my brain a second to adjust. Frankly, I had forgotten already Rosa's request to help out Fang. And after the whole thing about the gardening club, I guess I figured Rosa had forgotten as well. Wait, Rosa, you still want to do that? Rosa looks at me like I'm the stupidest person alive. Pendejo, of course I do. How am I supposed to just ignore someone in pain like that? Wouldn't you rather continue with the I'm reading, buddy. I'm reading. But wouldn't you rather continue with the garden club than... Anon, please. Rosa lays a hand on mine. There's a level of pleading in her eyes that I've never seen before. I have to help. I feel responsible for what she's going through. I guess I am responsible. There's an uncomfortable moment of silence as we both think of why Fang could be upset. But what would I be if I didn't help a friend in need? Someone who really needs it. When I'm here, planting or weeding or whatever, I'm just alone with my thoughts. And I don't want to be in my head anymore, Anon. Rosa carefully traces my chest, no doubt picturing the Sudoku grid of bruises beneath my shirt. I think I need a project, Anon. Something to keep those thoughts away. Helping you the other day, I could forget my own worries and focus on yours. Maybe if we focus on Fang, I could forget those worries for a little while longer. Are you sure it will help? I take Rosa's hand in my own. No, but I have to try. I try to match Rosa's smile with my own. I don't know how convincing it was. Alright, chat. BC must mean something different in Snoot and Wane. I just can't do it anymore. Jesus, did I have a stroke while writing that comment? Maybe. The rest of the school crawls along at a snail's pace. Actually, that's an insult to snails. It was more of an underpaid snail working at the DMV on a Friday before his vacation pace. That, combined with the asinine assignment Mr. Suki handed out, did little to keep my mind from drifting back to my upcoming conversation with Fang. Something I was a little bit dreading. I promised Rosa I'd help her help Fang. But what if Fang wants nothing to do with me? Ah, finally, class is over with. Now I just gotta meet up with Fang. Did she ever text where we were meeting? Just then, my phone buzzes in the recesses of my pocket. Hopefully that's her. Hello, Anon. I would like if we could talk. Could you please meet me at the auditorium? Fuck. I'd hoped our conversation from earlier was over. Maybe I can bring Rosa as a bodyguard. Nah, best to talk it out between the two of us. What's with this text, though? All proper and shit. Hope he's not too stressed out. Oh, it's death. I make my way to the school's auditorium as quickly as my bruised body allows. Almost all the lights are off when I get there, but I can make out someone in the front row. Must be him. He doesn't look up when I enter, or as I walk down the aisle. Hey, Naser. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Naser, you wanted to talk to... Wait. What? Hello, Anon. Naomi, what the fuck? Where's Naser? Naomi doesn't bother to disguise her eye roll. Come on, Anon, use your head. You aren't that much of an idiot. Did you fucking use Naser's phone to get me here? It worked, didn't it? I knew you wouldn't confide in me if you thought I was the one waiting for you. You know what, Naomi? That might be the smartest thing you've ever said to me. Before I can even think of storming out, Naomi grabs me by the arm. Just wait a minute. I try to shrug her off, but her grip is like a vice. Fucking dino strength, I swear to God. Let go of me, Naomi. Not until you fucking listen. Whoa. That's the first time I heard Naomi raise her voice, let alone swear. Her grip remains on my arm until I nod. Whatever, just make this quick. Fine. She glares at me for a second or two before launching into it. How could you do that to Fang? What are you talking about? I mean dumping her, that's what. Naser told me all about it. You know, I thought I could count on you to do one little thing. Naomi pinches the bridge of her nose and sighs slowly. But I guess you're a loser at that too. We're after Jesus, Anon. You were supposed to get together with her, not make her worse. Now all Naser can do is talk about her. Do you know he was going to cut class today to try and hang out with her? Fang, the girl who does everything in her power to fuck with him, and he would rather spend time with her than with me. Me? Jesus, she's unbelievable. So fucking what? Shouldn't a brother help his sister out? Besides, it's not like you really care about her. You just want your boyfriend all to yourself. Naomi's face ratchets up to a new level of pissed. You really fucked this up for me, you know that? Listen! I don't even care if I'm yelling at this point. I've had it up to here with this pastel pink bitch. The only thing I did, Naomi, was tell the fucking truth. Something you could learn a lot from. I leave Naomi to seethe as I storm out of the auditorium. Oh boy. Having a good day? I'm trying to. It hasn't been bad, so to say. But it hasn't been amazing either. But thanks for asking. Psycho Sorolophilis. I can fix her. Wait, did Anon and Fang date in this mod? They were almost a thing, it felt like. Shouldn't a brother help his sister? What are they, triggers? Fuck, what a waste of time. I should have known Naomi would have pulled a stunt like that. The whole year she's been trying to get me and Fang together for that little plan of hers. The fact that I'm with Rosa now doesn't seem to have penetrated the rock she had instead of a brain. And who is she to say I made Fang worse? I have nothing to do with that. Suddenly, ending 2 Fang pops in, buzzed hair. Do I? My pace slows until I'm standing still in the middle of the hall. Maybe there's some truth in what Naomi said. I may not be responsible for Fang's happiness, but I am responsible for her sadness. My thoughts are interrupted by my phone. Hey. Meet me in the music room? Fang's text starts my stomach churning. Watch, it'll be Trish this time. Am I ready for this? Naser, Naomi, Rosa. Everyone seems caught up in how Fang feels right now. This conversation we're about to have, it could... I just hope I can help. Taking a breath to steel myself, I head off towards the music room. I may not be able to be with Fang, but I could still talk to her, friend to friend. It's not like it can get any worse, right? Famous last words. Hey. Hey, you awake? Hey! Finally, uh-oh. Been trying to get your attention for a while now. Uh-oh, someone gave Anon the chloroform. Now he's in the back of the car, and shit's about to get real crazy. I'm going back in time. See you. Alright. Anon helped Fang after she preened on the roof in this mod. Yeah. Hey, Dr. Coconut. Even if Anon didn't get with Fang, Trish would still try to gatekeep Naser. Anon versus the world. Quite a trip so far, huh? Seems we've come to a bit of a crossroads, though. Say, that bald kid, what was his name? Anon, that's it. Anyways, he's taken us on a hell of a ride so far. Is this where the mod ends? I wonder how it'll end up for him. Could go either way, in my opinion. But I never trust them skinnies very much. What do you think, friend? Oh, God. We get to choose, so there's work in progress. I'm sure it'll end up great. I think things are bound to end up all right. It doesn't look too good. And then 3 out of 4 complete. I look forward to seeing how he'll completely fuck things over. So this is probably 1, 2, 3. Wait, backwards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I looked into the files of the game. Well, not the files, but there's some README documents there that like explain more of the endings. So we could probably go through those at the end. Oh boy. We'll let us down lightly, and then seeing as this isn't even complete, we'll go to it. Plant that there. You think so? Not what I would have said. Well, that's like your opinion, man. Oh, looks like your stop's just up the block. Here we go. What, your fare? No need to pay. I do this for free. Your destination should be just a little further now. Hope you're right about that skinny, friend. I have to say, he's grown on me. Or maybe it's just young love that throws a twinkle in my eye. Anyways, don't let me keep you. Go on, get out of here. I got new riders to pick up. But hey, listen. Let me know how it ends, alright? If Fang can't have Anon, I'm giving her Claire. What? Not like it could get any worse, right? Only endings available are ending 1 and 2. Well, partial ending 1. I'm thinking all the endings are they're all written bare bones on the README document. We'll go through them. If people don't wanna be spoiled, they can just drop out at the end. If it's the same as the last time I played the demo, one of these are very, very bad. He's a taxi driver in Volcadero Bluffs. He does it for free. That's a Janny. He's Dino Travis Bickle. And that's the story of how I died. Best to get this over with quickly. Can't say I've been looking forward to this, though. Fucking Trish. If she hadn't pulled her little stunt, none of this would have happened. The only reason I had to say what I said was because of what Rosa did. But she only did that because of what Trish did. Without that little cunt, Fang and I would be fine. We'd just be friends, like before. I'm sure if I can get Fang to see it from my point of view, things will go back to normal. How was I just trying to be a good friend? Or how I was just trying to be a good friend. Yeah, that's it. Fang, you're here? Why is it all dark? Why is the door locked? The music room seems abandoned, the only light coming from the high windows, and there's not a soul around. Slowly, I scan the room. Maybe Fang already left. Hey. A quiet voice from the corner makes me jump. It's Fang. Why are you sitting here in the dark? Fang doesn't glance up from whatever it is she's doing. As I draw closer, I can see she's tuning her guitar. I can also make out her bass, sitting in its case at her feet. Not planning on going back to that, are you? My attempt to break the ice elicits little more than a cold silence from Fang. When she does respond, it's almost like a whisper. I was just keeping it tuned. Guess that makes sense. Why would it go out of tune? She hasn't been playing it or anything. Once again, my lack of musical knowledge gets the better of me. You, didn't miss anything in class today. Basically had the day off. No homework, that's pretty good. So... neither of us say anything for a moment. I shuffle around awkwardly as Fang idly plucks a string or two. This is going about as well as I expected. Fang, look, about us. Fang finally glances up from her guitar. Even though Trish's stunt and our conversation just happened yesterday, it looks like she hasn't slept for days. Are we? I mean, it's just. Fang continues to stare at me in silence. Come on, Anon, just say it. Like ripping a bandage off. Fang, are we? Hold on. Fang cuts me off suddenly. There's a steely look in her eyes. I think I want to say my piece first. I pull up a chair across from her. Wherever it is Fang wants to say, she's really struggling with it. She keeps twisting the same knob on her guitar. I can tell that she's working hard to keep her voice level. Anon, about us. I can't pretend what you did didn't hurt. I feel myself sag a little. I know you're with Rosa now or whatever, but it's just... kind of felt like you were leading me along. Fang's words hit me like a 3-day ban right during prime shitposting hours. Leading her along? I wasn't doing that. Well, come on, what? Seriously? There's a flash of anger in Fang's eyes as she lashes out. You want me to spell it out for you? Gee, she's really having a woman moment right now. Better just bite my tongue. The roof, looking at the place for worm drama to play. You're going to tell me none of that meant anything to you? What did those moments mean? All this time, I was dating Rosa. So why was I so attached to those moments I shared with Fang? I know that you just want to be just friends. Whatever spark of rage that might have ignited in Fang seems to die down. Fang turns back to her guitar for a second. Seemingly satisfied, she plucks a chord, letting it hang in the air. I recognize it as the ones she had me play back in her room. But I don't think I can. I thought I'd be prepared for this. After all, it was me who chose Rosa over Fang. But I didn't think I would give up Fang's friendship in the bargain. Fang, isn't there, anything I can do? I don't want to lose the only real friend I made since moving to this shitty place. Who else am I going to rag on Naomi with? My feeble laughter is met with only a silent shake of her head. You'll have to go to Rosa for that, I guess. Look, I'm not trying to hurt you or anything. I just don't want to play pretend anymore, Anon. I spent my whole life pretending to be someone else. A pirate princess, a rock star, an edgy non-binary teen. Fang strums a sad chord in time with her lines. Once again, Fang pours the full weight of her emotions into her music. Even though each chord is brief, they transform her words into something more. Fang, when I was with you, I thought I could just, be myself. But not anymore. If we let things back to the way they were, I'd just be pretending again. Pretending we're just friends. Pretending I don't have these feelings towards you. Her words trail off. Eventually, the toll of Fang's admission becomes too much for her. A few tears trickle down Fang's cheeks as she tries to bite down on her sobs. I just can't, Anon. She gives up, burying her face in her hands. My hand reaches out instinctively towards her to comfort her like I've done so many times before. Fang, look, No! Fang recoils at my touch as if I touched her with an open flame. Fang curls her knees to her chest as if to hold me off. There's no loathing or anger in her eyes, it's just disappointment. Please, Anon. It's over. Please, just go. Even though I want nothing more than to say something, anything to put things right between us, Fang's right. It was over. No more joking around in science class. No more free tutoring for music. Our friendship is done. I contemplate sticking around, if only to get one final word in. One meager attempt to fix what I've broken. Ripperoni. Not like this mod will ever be finished. Yeah, that's what that said in the README files, that he's lazy. So it's got some truth there. Unlock the Yandere route. That's gotta suck. Jai MC, hey, thanks for the sub. Everyone is an asshole to Anon in this mod. It feels like it. So pretty much the same as the base game. This is the most realistic one. It's a bitter pill to swallow, leaving Fang like that. All I wanted was for things to go back to normal, to have my friend back. But instead, well, whatever. I still got Rosa. Nothing can take her away from me. I could tell her I tried to bury the hatchet with Fang, but it just wasn't in the cards. Who needs friends when you got a girlfriend anyway? Maybe if I can convince her, I can convince myself. It's been a month since my last conversation with Fang. We haven't spoke since that afternoon in the music room. It just didn't work out, is what I told Rosa. I just couldn't bear to put more stress on her. I'm seeing less of her now, what with her daily trips to the hospital. My first trip to Rosa's mom was a mess. To see her like that, all hooked up to the tubes, I couldn't bear to go again. Every time Rosa would ask, I would just make up some excuse. At least she stopped asking me. It's probably for the best. Watch, she's gonna break up with Rosa too. He's gonna have nobody. Fang's got a new lab partner, some dweeby-looking raptor guy. At least I think it's a guy. Burnsworth asked if I wanted a new partner, but I turned him down. I work better alone anyways. Hello there, Anon. Managing all right by yourself, I see. Yeah, Dr. Burnsworth. Actually, I've got one question about the assignment, if you don't mind. Before I can try to extract myself out of the hole I'm currently in, an announcement comes in over the speakers. Alright, everyone, sit down and listen up. Next month is what you've all been waiting for, Prom. Prom! What is it good for? Absolutely everything. I'll say it again, Prom! Tickets are on sale tomorrow, so get those dates ready. There's a moment of blissful silence before the class erupts. Oh man, I should totally ask him. I have to wear the tuxedo. Bound to get lucky this time. Dr. Fernsworth wanders off to restore order, leaving me alone with a mountain of a worksheet. Not that I can pay much attention to that anymore. Prom. There's nothing that I would like more than to go with Rosa. But could I afford it? Tickets are kind of expensive. Plus, would she even want to go with her mom in the hospital and all? I considered texting Rosa right there, asking her if she wants to go. No, better do that in person. Turning my attention back to the assignment, I realize there's a back page full of questions. Ugh. Just got here. Why is Fang breaking up their friendship? Because she's greedy. Anon rejected her. Fang still likes Anon, and it hurts to watch him going with Rosa, yeah. Fly home, buddy. I work alone. Raptor Jesus is the only partner I need. I started working in the gardens during my lunch period. Better that than endure the intention of a peculiar purple pain in my ass. Guess Trish and Fang haven't made up yet, and Trish is taking all her aggression out on me. Thank God the cafeteria hasn't had another sloppy Joe day. I could barely afford the dry cleaning bill. You missed a weed over there, mi novio. Grumbling under my breath, I start excavating the offending foliage. Rosa never misses a chance to watch me work. Whenever I bring up that I could use a hand, she just bats her eyelashes at me. I think she likes bossing me around. Oh no, ending to Olivia time. Eager to avoid more of Rosa's instructions, I try to distract her. So, how did your latest attempt with Fang go? Not so well. I'm starting to think she may not want my help after all. Rosa has been turning more and more of her attention into fixing Fang's issues. But no matter what she tries, Fang always finds a way to reject it. It may take longer than I thought for all of us to be amigos again. I very carefully avoid catching her eye. I don't really know why she's bothering. Fang made it pretty clear she doesn't want anything to do with me anymore. Rosa, come on, you've done enough. Why not just leave her alone? You know I can, Anon. I know you must think I'm Despacita, but if I can't help out Fang, then... Rosa looks like she's about to yeet her TLT across the garden for a second. It's trying my patience. I take a break from pruning errant branches to sit next to Rosa. Frankly, Rosa's been spending more time worrying about Fang than she has with me. So to see her so upset... Look. You can't keep worrying about her like this. It's not good for you. Why waste time trying to fix something that doesn't want to be fixed? Anon, please. Not this again. You know why I have to keep trying, if not for Fang's sake, then for Mama's. My insides squirm with the guilt I can barely suppress. No, I get it. I meant, I don't know. Why don't the two of us do something together for a change? My mind wanders back to the announcement from earlier. We could, I don't know, go to prom together, or... Rosa's crimson eyes zero in on mine. Prom? Yeah, it will be fun. You can take your mind off of everything. The more I start thinking about it, the more excited I get. Rosa and I will have such a good time. Neither of us will be worrying about anything else that night. we got like one Inko here. Oh, no, she's in for it. I thought she was going to say, how can you think about that at the time like this? Anon, read the room! Anon, that's a great idea. Rosa pulls me into her stereotypical massive hug. Whoa, Rosa, is that a yes? Well, of course it is. Rosa rolls her eyes. I'm not going to say no to Minovio when he asks me to prom. Oh, wait on, I have the most beautiful dress picked out already. You'll love it. Shit, right. Prom clothes. I bet Rosa's going to look amazing. Do I even own any formal wear? I think I left that all at my folks. Maybe I could get Naser to... Oh, that's right. He's Fang's brother. Well, that bridge is burned. Maybe I could get some clothes from home. And I suppose she could bring Reed... Oh, wait. And I suppose she could bring Reed if she wanted, but I do think they're together like that, right? Right. Wait, who are we talking about? My attention is forcefully dragged back to the conversation at hand. Anon, were you even listening? I rapidly replay the last few seconds of conversation back in my head. Let's see, she mentioned about something about going as a group? That must be it. I was totally listening. The group thing, right. Rosa huffs. I was talking about inviting Fang to come with us as a double date. Show her no hard feelings, see? Oh boy, this is gonna be a disaster. This again, Raptor Jesus, give me strength. Can't Rosa just write a friendship with Fang off already? I mean, I thought it was just going to be you and me. Now, Minovio, don't whine. Put yourself in her shoes. Boots. Wouldn't it feel nice to hang out as friends again? She just doesn't get that it's over, does she? Whatever, there's no chance Fang will accept. So, no harm in me saying yes. Alright, fine. Perfecta. Now I'll talk to Fang this afternoon, and... Once again, I tune out from Rosa's prattling. Hanging out with Fang again. She made it pretty clear in the music room that our friendship was done. So let Rosa ask, what does it matter? She'll just get rejected, and then it'll be the two of us going, like I wanted. Prom night was supposed to be about just the two of us anyway, with nothing to get in the way. And it still will be, just wait and see. Oh boy. Gonna take my leave now. Bye, mates. I'll be back when Worlds Collide gets updated. Oh boy. Oh, have a good night then, Capola. I believe this is what psychologists calls transference. Rosa can't fix her mother, so she wants to fix Fang. Oof. And now it sounds like ending one Inko. I mean, they are related, yeah. Finally, Saturday rolls around, and by happenstance, I find myself with nothing to do. Well, if you don't count browsing my phone and listening to Rainbow hover up his crumbs, I just need one more thing to make this perfect. Crack. Sip. Ah. Gotta say though, the quality of these posts of late have gone downhill. Or maybe I'm the one who's changed. Hard to shitpost when you got a Dino GF, am I right, lads? Speaking of, I think it's time I checked in with Rosa. I've been kind of avoiding the family stuff for a while. Way too heavy for me. Plus, I felt like an intruder, just sitting there watching as the news just kept getting worse. I suggested we hang out today, but Rosa said she had some family stuff to do. We've been texting throughout the days, though, so it's all good. Hey baby, you want some fuck? I sent that bitch a smiley face. Bitches love smiley faces. After a few seconds, I can see the triple dots I've been waiting for. Hey, Anon, how many times do I have to tell you? Not until marriage. No more of those texts. Sorry, can't help it. I'll take another sip of delicious Dr. Taro. So, what's up? Making tamales, mi novio. Tamales, huh? Rosa's next text includes a pic of a platter of corn-covered goodness. They look great. Gracias, they are Mama's recipe. Papa and I are taking her some at the hospital later. Yeah, Rosa usually heads there around this time. I'm sure she'll appreciate something other than hospital meatloaf. CC, that food is basura. Chuckling, I lean down to leverage sip into my mouth. By the way, mi novio, Mama was asking about you again. No. My stomach clenches a bit. Soda must be bad. Oh, she said El Calvo, but I think she meant you. She misses you, mi novio. Ah, this again. Look, I really like Rosa, but all this stuff with her mom. Can't we just have a normal relationship? I absently pop another can of fizzy goodness as my mind works up an excuse for why I don't want to be at the hospital tonight. That's definitely some ending one inko. Yeah, just busy with homework and stuff. Sorry. My unopened science textbook judges me silently from atop my desk. Está bien, Anon. I know you're trying. Papa and I are off to the hospital now. Talk to you later. I give Rosa's final text a thumbs up before letting my phone fall onto my bed. A part of me really wants to be there for Rosa, no matter what. But I can't... But can't I be there... Wait. But can't I be there for her, like, here or at school? Maybe the two of us can go on a date tomorrow. Get away from all of her family stuff. Just the two of us, alone, doing something fun. Maybe like a botanical garden or something. Or a movie. Maybe we could just, I don't know, go to the mall or something. No charge for window shopping, right? I could probably scrape some cash to eat at the food court, too. It'll get us both out of our homes, and Rosa wouldn't have to cook anything. Kinda lame, but if it means spending time with just the two of us, I can bear with it. I down another can of soda before pitching it expertly 2 feet away from the trash. Right where I was aiming for. I snagged my phone from its cushioned resting place, my thumbs engineered with a newfound shitposting zeal. Now, where would bragging about my new date have the most impact? Oh boy. No, Anon, they love cannons. Basura equals garbage. One co. Is that what it's called? One co? Wanko? Oh. Oh boy, everything good happens at the mall, right? The next day, I laid out my plan to Rosa. She was happy, of course, to get to spend time with me, even if it was at the mall. I kind of got the is Rank and File gonna be here too? I kind of got the feeling she thought when I said, let's do a date today, that I had something more expensive in mind. But hey, it gets her mind off of her mom, right? Plus, the two of us can spend some time together. Win-win in my book. Jeez, I'm already late. Fucking Sunday. I was reading. Fucking Sunday bus schedule, I swear to... Anon, over here! Before I can finish damning every form of public transit to hell, I spot Rosa waving me over. Makes sense that she got here first, with the car and all. Two of us hug briefly before her hand slides onto mine. Sorry I wasn't here earlier, Minovio. Church traffic. Oh, that's right. Today's Sunday. Oh no, we're making Rosa skip church. Oh boy. Don't worry, I wasn't waiting long. Two of us fall into step as we begin meandering down the main thoroughfare? Luckily, there's not too many people here at this time of day. So, what are we gonna do today, Anon? I shrugged, careful not to drop Rose's hand. I don't know, I didn't think we'd get this far. I don't know, I figured it'd be just nice to wander around, you know? See some new stuff, get a bite to eat, mall stuff. The more I talk, the lamer this date is starting to sound. And really, Dad, I'm surprised you like the mall. I always figured you did your shopping online. My blood runs cold for a second. Did Rosa see my purchase history? Nah, I'm pretty sure I never opened my email from Rocky Roll in front of her. For most stuff, sure. But for clothes and stuff, I come here every once in a while. Better leave out the fact that I only come here for the Grug Will that's at the end of the mall. Rosa just stops a moment, her face a mask of exaggerated shock. Hey, you don't shop in bulk? Her joke sends her into a giggling fit. You just wish you got clothes as great as these. Let me grab a drink. The bad ending not in this mod. I would seriously do wrestling finishers on. Oh, Anon. As we continue past shop after shop, we finally stumble onto some overpriced shoe boutique, where I can employ my greatest skill, making fun of dumb, overpriced shit. Okay, now look at this. I gesture to a pair of hideous green and purple Crocs. Wait, green and purple? Green and purple? Wait, is this a Olivia reference? Green and purple Crocs. I see what you did there. Which reminds me, I gotta call the doctor soon. Who would ever buy these? Rosa leans over, putting on a show of inspecting the offending footwear. I do not know, Anon. They look cute to me. And they're only 200? What a steal! What bullshit! I do a double take at the price as Rosa descends into another giggling fit. Alright, yuck it up. You just know I'm getting my revenge later. Rosa rolls her eyes to mock terror. Oh, obtain a Terrador. As we move past the shoes, Rosa slips out of grip. Oh, she's gonna go buy them. Wait, was it something I said? Oh, never mind. She's just getting out her phone. Hey, is this a new Sprite? Rosa on her phone. Oh, let me guess. Her mom, or like, she got a text from the family saying things are getting worse. Her fingers tap away on the keyboard rapidly as the two of us slow our pace. Man, that's a long message. Must be more mom-related stuff. As Rosa continues to type, we pass by a classic mall staple. The overpriced pretzel stand. Hey, you want one? My voice comes out a little loud, causing Rosa to jump. Okay, oh, wait. I was reading. Okay, that's... Come on, my treat. Rosa lags a little behind as I rush over to the counter. Fuck, I forgot how overpriced these are. This will be everything I budgeted for today. Hey, non, really, you don't need to get me... Give me 2 of them and a soda. The pimply-faced stego teenager behind the counter slides two over-salted and over-buttered snacks off the rack and into a bag. As I watch him grab my soda, I swear I can see the grease already starting to soak through the thin paper. My wallet rendered significantly lighter, I turn back to my date. Here, hot and fresh. At least it was at one point. Rosa takes the proffered pretzel with a twin look of curiosity and revulsion. Gracias? She holds the offending twisted tube between her thumb and forefinger. Does it have to have so much sal? I'm already several bites into my own before a realization dawns on me. Rosa? Have you never had a pretzel before? Oh. Daily dose. Have there been any choices? Yeah, there's the ending choices. A blush spreading across her face is all the answer I need. No, it's just... Oh man, you haven't, have you? Now it's my turn to chuckle. No te burles. Mi familia just doesn't eat out a lot, and well, when we did, it wasn't ever this. Rosa gives the pretzel a shake, dislodging several salt crystals. Just try it, babe. I'm sure you'll like it. Alright, mi novio. With a look that says I better not be lying to her, Rosa carefully takes a small bite and... Ugh! Demasiado salada. Just the same thing over and over again. Killed her. Laughing, I hand her the soda, watching as she gulps down nearly half of it down in one go. Told you you'd like it. Her glare is worth it. Especially when she takes another bite. Oh boy. As our date continued, we must have walked up and down the mall at least twice. Mercifully, Rosa only stopped a few stores, leaving me standing there awkwardly as she tried on a new dress. She offered to return the favor at an American Archaeopteryx, pointing out what she thought was a cute jacket, but I declined. No way I could afford anything in there anyway. Eventually, we wander into the most sacred of places to teenagers with nothing to do. The mall food court. Aren't you broke? Guess Rosa needed something to wash the butter and salt out of her mouth, and I wasn't about to turn down a free meal. Our trays laden with absurdly wasn't authentic Mexican fare, we managed to find an unoccupied table in the corner. Man, it's really filled up in here. See, I'm surprised we could get a table. Mumbling again, Anon. I let Rosa sit first, before sliding myself into the seat next to her. It's a little awkward to eat, but sitting next to her is nice. As Rosa begins munching down on some enchilada verde, her hand automatically goes for her phone. I mean, she hasn't checked it in a while, but still. Normally, I would relish any time I get to spend with Rosa, but every time we slow down, it's like I don't even exist. I don't know she's dealing with her mom stuff right now, but wasn't today supposed to be about us? Your one ink goes showing. A few more minutes go by with me eating in silence. Maybe it's time to take matters into my own hands. Hey! Rosa doesn't look up at my shoulder bump. All lying on. Something on there I should know about? She still doesn't look at me. Huh? Come on, talk to me. You've been staring at the thing ever since you sat down. Don't you want to spend time with me? I lean over and gently kiss her neck. It's still a thrill to be able to do that. And please, just uno minute, okay? Nope. This time I twist her face towards my own before trailing my fingers through her hair. It's a kiss we shared 100 times before, but I just can't get enough of it. When we do pull away, Rosa's phone is left forgotten on the table. Wait, I was reading. Hey, Novio, that was nice? It's always nice for me too, Rosa. Despite Rosa's flustered tone, she shifts a little closer to me. I was going to say bold, Novio. I mean, there's no one around to... My train of thought is brought to a screeching halt. Oh, no! Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. Amazing. Are we doing the bad ending first? There's only bad endings. There in the path running around the food court is Fang. Looks like she's got a shopping bag, some sort of record store I don't recognize. Rose's back is turned to her, so there's no way she's seen her. But it's only a matter of time before Fang sees us. Time to slow down for a second as I keep the pale tarot in my sight. Should I stop? I mean, Fang and I did have that conversation in the music room about how we were done. But still, it feels weird to make out with Rosa in front of her. Shouldn't it? You know what? No, it doesn't. If Fang still cares about us, then that's her problem. I don't have anything to apologize for. Hey, Nan, are you... Hey, Nan, are you okay? Is there something... Just as Rosa began to turn her head to see what it was I was looking at, I pull her into another deep kiss. Right now, all I want is her to be focused on is me. What? Slowly descend off of whatever fluffy pink cloud I had been on. The two of us pull apart, each breathing a little harder than before. Glancing down, I can see Rosa's phone is dangerously close to vibrating off the edge of the table. Oh, so that's what that was buzzing. Rosa, her forehead still resting on mine, slowly lowers her hand from either side of my head. Wait, why is she doing that? I should answer that, Novio. A part of me can't believe what I'm hearing. Can you feel jealous of a phone? Is that a thing? Whatever, I'm not getting cock-blocked by a glorified calculator. I mean, it's probably nothing important, right? So we should just... I lean in for another kiss, fully expecting Rosa to lean right in with me. Hola, si esta es ella. Okay, not the kiss I was expecting. Did she seriously answer the phone? I don't know what's bruised more, my lips or my ego. I sit back sheepishly in the cheap plastic booth, unable to do more than watch as Rosa chatters away in rapid Spanish. Well, she may be on the phone, but I can still... A quick slap of Rosa's free hand puts a stop to that plan. Fine, I guess I'll just sit here then. If my girlfriend would rather talk on a phone than be with me, I guess that's what it is. I contemplate pulling my own phone out to get some quick scrolling done, but decide against it. She could be done with that call at any time, and I want to show Rosa I'm more interested in her than anything else. Sighing, I lean back, hoping that crossing my legs will give me enough cover for passersby to not think I'm some sort of a pervert. I can't help but think this whole date idea was a wash. Normally, any time I get to spend with Rosa is worth it, but lately I feel like I'm dating a phone with a girl attached. I try to follow what she's saying, but her rapid-fire Spanish leaves me totally clueless. I mean, isn't it like, well, no, it's not the current year, but it's probably the year where they had like vocal translations on phones. Anon could just whip out his phone and pretty much just eavesdrop through a translator. If he was really curious. Feeling more bored than angry now, I scanned the crowd of mall patrons, teens, and other riffraff. No sign of Fang. I wonder, did she see us together? Anon, did you hear me? Yeah, what? Yeah, totally. Okay, well, did you need me to drop you off? Wait, drop me off? What's she talking about? Sorry, Rosa, drop me off where? Rosa begins to collect her things. Your apartment. I have to go, Minovio. That was Papa. At the hospital. She's... The rest of Rosa's words seem to fall away. That was the hospital. That can only mean... Fuck. I feel like a right piece of shit now. This whole time, I was mad that I didn't get to make out like a horny teenager, and Rosa probably just heard the worst news. I nearly knocked the table over in my haste to stand up. No, that's okay, Rosa, really. My hands. Fuck, what do I do with my hands? Should I hug her? Tell her it's going to be okay? Will it be okay? Are you alright? Rosa pauses for a second before answering. Is it me, or does she sound choked up? I just really need to get there, Anon. Yeah, no, I understand. Several awkward seconds pass by. Well, I'll see you later then, I guess. Our embrace feels stiff, unnatural. Let me know how it goes, okay? See me, Novio. I'll text you. Rosa digs through her purse for her keys. Before she leaves, though, she leans over and gives me a quick kiss on the head. I did have fun today, though your taste in food, muy malo. With that, she slips into the crowd. Rip. Oh, great. Running around at the fang of sound. BRB later. Alright, Cartoon Collector. It's been a month since my rocky date with Rosa. A month already. Oh boy, what a time skip. Let me guess, it's the prom. Watching her leave like that, knowing what she was about to go do it. Well, let's just say I didn't sleep very well that night. I tried to be as supportive as I could, sending Rosa texts throughout the evening, but most were just left unread. I tried again on Sunday, even going as far as calling her house number. Still nothing. Guess she's busy with... I wouldn't want to talk to me either. God, I can't imagine what she's going through right now. Probably best to just give her space, Anon. Right? I didn't end up seeing Rosa until Wednesday. I heard later that Spears had told her to take as much time as she needed before coming back. The first thing I did was wrap her in the biggest hug I could manage. I think she thought I was going to squeeze her until she popped. She said she didn't want to talk about what had happened. Probably had enough of that the past few days. So I tried to treat it like any other day, hoping to take her mind off of things. It was nice to see her again. Even though Rosa was probably at her lowest point, she still managed to lift up my spirits. One thing that hadn't fared well, however, was Rosa's attempt to mend things with Fang. Try as she might, Fang didn't want anything to do with anyone, it seemed. In the preceding weeks, all of Rosa's texts went unanswered. Even her attempt at talking to Fang through Reed fell through. I told her it was for the best, to just forget about Fang and focus on us. That's why this prom has to be the best one ever. For her, for Rosa, for everything she's been through. I swear, I'm going to be the best fucking prom date ever. Right? Finally, it's prom night. Unfortunately, I totally forgot to ask my old man for his tux, so at the last minute I had to crib some cash from Reed to rent one from the only human tailor in town. Mercifully, it's in a pretty good condition, with nary a stain to be seen. I hope this night is worth it. I used up the last bit of my spare cash for this month on this damn taxi out here. Rosa, you may be fine as hell, but you live in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere. Walking up to her house, I can see a familiar car in the parking lot. That's right, Stella and Rosa we're getting ready together. I swear, if that Weebasaurus gets in the way of my plans tonight, I'll show her what I learned to do with those plastic katanas. And it will be personal this time. I shift the comically large bouquet of flowers to my other hand as I knock on Rosa's front door. Rosa's dad opens the door. Aye, there's the man of the hour. Come in, S.A. Even bracing for it, I could still feel my bones grind together as I'm enveloped in another massive bear hug. Dino hug? Nah, that's dumb. Thanks, Mr. Please, Anon, none of this senior stuff. I already feel old enough having Ninja going to her prom. The mountain of a man beckons me inside. As I step inside, I'm hit with a familiar tidal wave of smells. Which smell different. Rosa, Anon is here. There's a clattering from the kitchen as well as the sound of rushing feet. Stella? Instead of my girlfriend, as I was expecting, I met with the sprite-colored Stego herself. Great. What if Rosa set Anon up with Stella? I guess that sash is kind of cool, though I half expected it to be full of zodiac signs or some shit. Anon, hi! Oh, don't you look handsome? Rosa asked me to check on some stuff in the kitchen. She's still getting ready. Right. There's a beat of awkwardness before. And here we go. A new record, Stella, less than a minute, and we're talking about anime. Anon, I just wanted to say how fair it is that people are making fun of your tastes. And if you ever want to watch something, you can always come to my house. I've got the newest season of Stella Estimata. Why don't you go see if Rosa needs any help, yeah? Stella pulls off a mock salute before descending into a fit of giggling. Good lord, am I really about to subject myself to a night of hanging out with that? I wonder how soon is too soon to ditch her and find a nice dark corner with Rosa. Come, Anon, let's put these in some water. He takes the since-forgotten bouquet and busies himself with finding a vase. As I step further into the house, I notice a new picture had been added to the wall. It's of Rosa's mom, one of those stylized black and white ones that are popular on Etscree. She's sleeping peacefully on a chair, a book half hanging out of her dangling hand. I can't help but stare directly at the very same chair, now sitting unoccupied in the corner of the living room. She was beautiful, no? Joshua gestures to the picture as he sets the now vased flowers down on the table. Mi hermano gave that to me after she passed. Strange, there isn't the weepiness I expected in his voice. Instead, he sounds proud. Yeah. Shit, I'm not good with normal small talk. Let alone the sorry your wife died type. Sorry to hear about what happened. Joshua joins me in front of the photo wall with a sad smile. Gracias, Senon. I won't say it's been easy. Yamor made everything wonderful. She would have loved to be here tonight. I take an acute interest in a passing skirting board. How's Rosa been dealing with... I can't bring myself to say the rest of it. Joshua frowns. Okay, you don't know? Joshua's normally jovial face suddenly grows serious. Hablando honestamente. Not well, I'm afraid. Rosa's been acting like... I am reading. Rosa's been acting like nothing is wrong. I'm worried she's ready. Stella's cacophonic cackle echoes down the hall. Whatever Joshua wanted to say is forgotten as he rushes to find a camera. The old type that would print a Polaroid right there. Ay, me baby, bebe is toda adulta. Go, Anon. Stand there so you can see her come out. I'm half dragged, half carried into position as Rosa's dad settles in behind me, camera poised. Stella, playing the part of the announcer, stands at the door of Rosa's room. I try to settle down as I await my date. The alarms are back. Oh, alarms. I haven't heard those in a while. Everyone ready? I gulp, nodding, suddenly aware that I'm now breathing manually. Stella does a quick check inside before flinging the door wide open. Ta-da! Rosa emerges from her room in a resplendent gown. Very frilly. Behind me, I can hear the snap of a camera, with bright flashes making Rosa squint slightly. Truth be told, I'm a little surprised she could fit through her doorway with that skirt. It's chat. Chat's still dead. That's okay. But man, does it look good on her. The way it hugs her waist, the bodice pushing her ahem. You look great, Rosa, really. Rosa and Stella giggle. Gracias, mi novio, and look at you, so fancy. Rosa gives me a hug, leaning considerably over to reach me through the field of ruffles. All right, break it up, you two. Rosa's dad jokingly separates us, a look of mock anger on his face. Come, time for pictures. Los tres are surdo, rapido. Rosa's dad shuffles the three of us over in front of the picture wall. Somehow I end up in the middle of the group, Rosa and Stella on either side. Okay, on tres, see. Rosa quickly brushes down some stray ruffles before hanging off my shoulder, beaming. Stella, however, strikes a pose straight out of one of her Japanese animes. Uno, dos, tres! After an unknown number of photos later, the last few spent in straight-up blindness. I never want to take another photo as long as I live. And with Rosa pressing herself against me like that, I'm praying that Rosa's dad was taking them from the waist up. Rosa's dad was positively humming with excited dad energy, a mountain of Polaroids heaped on a side table. Okay, unos más. Papa, eso es suficiente. Look, Anon can't even see anything. She was right. I was currently viewing the world through a veil of flash-induced tears. I'm fine. It's just allergies. See, he's fine. Now just one... Hold on. I should put a counter for how many times mods interrupt me. See, he's fine. Now for this one, just... Mercifully, the sound of the doorbell comes to our rescue. Stella, who up until now had been trying in vain to rub her eyes without messing up her eyeliner, suddenly erupted into a frantic squeal right next to my ear. Oh my god, he's here! Great, now I'm blind and deaf. I got a blurry vision and some enormous gray blob hulking in the doorway before Rosa pulled me aside. Come here, me Novio. You can help me in the kitchen. That's a really nice sprite it is. Stella JoJo posing, probably. Inaccurate lore, Anon would know exactly what anime pose she was doing, probably. Rosa pulled out a Mexican soda from the fridge, handing it to me. The chilled glass is blessedly cool against my burning eyes. So how come you're the only one not walking around with dad-induced temporary blindness? I grew up with it. Rikurudas? You get used to it. Rosa takes a peek at her phone, her face falling. Something wrong? She shakes her head. It's just Fang. I tried reaching out to her once more time, but... Look, I told you, forget about her, okay? Just forget about her. Her voice seems distant. Trust me, you'll feel better once you do. Still frowning, dips a spoon into one of the pots, crinkling her snout as she tastes it. Not quite right. What is all this anyways? I gesture to the gallons of food with my now half-empty bottle. Spears asked people to bring food for the prom. The caterer pulled out. Did you get the flyer asking people to help out? I vaguely remember trashing something that Naomi shoved in my hands as I was leaving Friday afternoon. Oh, is that what that was? I just figured it was some fundraising thing. Not like I had much to offer in terms of food, anyway. I can barely afford to feed myself these days. Oh, if this is your mom's recipe, you might just win prom queen off of that alone. Rosa shifts uncomfortably at my comment. No, these are my own recipes. Why? I stumble over my words at Rosa's hurt look. Uh-oh. Starting off great. Starting off before we even get to the prom. Amazing. Ugh. I mean, everyone loves your mom's cooking. Probably the best food I've had, anyway. So why not use what works? Because I didn't. That's 10 days? Rosa replaced the lid of the pot with a crash. Everyone keeps asking me these estupio preguntas. Rosa, are you doing okay? Rosa, are you going to wear your mom's dress? Rosa, how about this? Your mom loved these. Porque no pudo simplemente vivir mi por la vida. Whoa, where did that come from? Everything was fine, and then I brought up her mom. I recall what her dad said just a little while ago. She's been acting like nothing is wrong. Talking about it probably just made things worse. Rosa's shoulders sag, and her temper, as quick as it was to calm, dissipates. Oh no, her Mexican's showing. Hey, lo siento, mi novio. She moves to throw her arms around my neck, her voice a quiet whisper. I just want to focus on tonight. I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't have to ask what it is. Don't worry about it, Rosa. I hug her back. I'll take your mind off of it, I promise. Gracias, Anon. If I don't think about it, then... She lays her head on my shoulder for a second, and it doesn't hurt as much. Well, you're in luck. I'm the world champion of not thinking about stuff. Rosa laughs weakly as we separate. Mi niño tonto. You guys ready to go? Rosa and I jump a bit as Stella and her date pop their heads into the kitchen. Holy shit, it is the football team captain. See, just help me get this food packed up and we can leave. Wait. Do we want to do a reading before we head off? It'll be super fun, I promise. I brought my cards with me and... Rosa gives me a long-suffering look. I knew Rosa didn't really care for Stella's whole occult vibe. I'm not exactly a fan of anything standing in my way of getting to prom. I think we should get ready, Stella. Maybe another time. Stella pouts a little before starting to reluctantly fill Rosa's takeout trays. You guys are no fun. Rosa mouths a silent gracias as everyone else begins to lend a hand. I smile back at her, ladling a heaping spoonful of something delicious smelling into my tray. If everything goes well, that won't be the only thing Rosa will be thanking me for. Between the four of us, we managed to pack up the food quickly. Rosa's dad was fighting back tears when he saw us off, muttering something in Spanish. Something about fathers and daughters, I don't know. Clearly my Spanish hasn't improved. We took 2 cars, me and Rosa in hers, and Stella and her date in his colossal pickup. I still couldn't believe Stella landed someone like that. The 4 of us eventually meet back up in front of the gym, our arms laden with trays of food. Whatever is in mine not only smells great, but also weighs a freaking ton. The school looks significantly less suitable for a dot wad now, dolled up as it is in celebratory decorative lights. Perfecta, we're early, so we still have plenty of time to set this up. I pipe up as the other 3 begin to head inside. Hey Rosa, can we talk for a sec? Alone, I mean. Doing a little stargazing, huh, Anon? Thankfully, it's dark enough to disguise my eye roll. Don't worry, we'll meet you guys inside. Have fun! Stella gives a double-handed wave, and for the first time I notice her date is about 5 trays... I noticed her date had about 5 trays tucked under one arm, as I butcher all that completely. I don't know if it's his natural dino strength, or the fact that the guy probably benches cars for fun. After we're alone, Rosa turns to me, an eyebrow cocked. So, Anon, what did you want to talk to me about? Working a little more moisture in my mouth, I try to steel myself for what I'm about to bring up. It's about your mom again! Here goes nothing. Rosa, we've been dating for a while now, right? And I was thinking tonight's kind of special. I've never been to prom before. Probably better not to admit I've never been to a dance before. So I was hoping we could try to... Sorry. Wait. Anon, sorry, but this food is pretty heavy. Can we talk about this inside? Yeah, sure. Sorry. Rosa gives me a smile as we head inside. Is it just me, or did she seem different? As we arrived early, there's only a short line to get in. The inside looked about as nice as the outside, hampered somewhat by those tacky little Chinese lanterns. Already, an avalanche of shitty pop music begins to rain on my ears. Looks like we should set up over there. She points to a corner where several long tables have been laid out. There's no sign of Stella or her date. As we approach the tables, we can see some of Rosa's food already laid out on one end. Guess they had more important things to do than help. Pretty good selection of food. Seems the students did a good job stepping up to help. Rosa definitely contributed the most, though. So, you need help setting these up? I look around the table. Shouldn't there be, like, things to keep it warm or something? Rosa, Anon! A booming voice cuts over the idle chatter and top 100 pop hits of the dance floor. Hola, Principal Spears. Hey, Principal Spears. Hulking Caveman gives us both a warm smile. Setting up, I see. Rosa, thank you again for contributing so much. When the catering pulled out at the last minute, I was afraid there'd be nothing left for you but... Wait. There'd be nothing left for you but a rather weak punch. Yeah, and who'd want that after Reed got done with it? Spears fixes me with a stern look. What was that, Anon? Nothing, sir. That's what I thought. And on, why don't you go dance with your friends? I got a few words for Rosa about her compensation for tonight's food. Rosa gives me a quick peck on the cheek. It'll be just a second, Anon. Go dance with Stella. Thought of dancing with anyone but Rosa tonight fills me with dread. Fang's gonna be here, isn't she? It's bad enough for her to find out I can't dance, but fuck anyone else finding out. Sure, I'll leave you to it. With a reassuring smile from Rosa and a glass of punch to take the edge off, I wander off in the direction of the dance floor. Stella is indeed out there, currently performing whatever J-pop inspired routine she no doubt memorized. No way am I going to be associated with that. Plus her date looks like he could take my head off in one bite. I spy a nice, secluded corner where I can lurk until Rosa's finished, and there's going to be someone there. Not quite my idea of a good time at prom, but hey, there's plenty of the night left to go. Let's try this punch. Ugh, Reed clearly hadn't had time to hit the punch bowl yet. He's probably hitting a very different type of bowl right now. Oh yeah, of course. We can't have peace here. Shark, not dino. Don't fumble this in on, he's going to. I figured I'd find you here. I nearly choke on the fruit punch. Trish, the fuck are you doing here? Trish gives me her patented sneer. I wasn't about to miss my prom just because some loser skinny ruined my band. Fuck you, bitch. I didn't ruin your band. You did that yourself. Look, just leave me alone, Trish. As I go to move past her, Trish blocks my way. The hell is your problem? I wasn't fucking finished with you, asshole. I contemplate just picking her up and moving her out of my way, but I'd rather not pay to clean my blood out of this tux. Whatever, I'll just let her say her piece. She glowers at me for a half a minute before laying into me. How could you do that to them? Who are you talking about? Bang, asshole. Even though Trish is trying to keep her voice down, several students turn to look in our direction. They won't even talk to me because of what you did. What I did? Nerve of this bitch. Yes, fuckhead, what you did. Bang never opens up to people like that, but you don't even care about them. All you care about is your fucking girlfriend. Because of how fucking selfish you were, my band and my friends got hurt. You were lucky to have someone like Fang care about you, and you threw that away. You're such a selfish prick. I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. Trish thinks I'm selfish after everything I did for her band, after everything I'd done for Rosa. I'm not going to stand here and listen to this shit. You know what, Trish? If I wanted to be with someone who actually cares about me... Wait. If wanting to be with someone who actually cares about me makes me selfish, then fine. I'd rather be with them anyways than listen to this shit. This time, Trish doesn't get the chance to bar my way as I shove her roughly aside. As I walk away, I can hear Trish yell one more thing in my direction. You'll always be a loveless fucking loser. I try to ignore the judgmental stars of my fellow students as I head back towards the catering table. Fuck them. They can think what they want. I don't care about them anyway. It's Rosa I care about. Oh no. Naser, what are you doing? After a second, I manage to find Rosa talking to Naser by the food. Their conversation dies down as I stomp towards them. Hola, mi novio. Hola, mi novio. I was just saying how... Let's dance! Rosa looks confused for a second. What? Now? Yeah, let's go. Naser just shrugs as Rosa gives him a look. Okay. I drag her by the hand to the middle of the dance floor. All thoughts of not embarrassing myself fleeing before the thought of proving Trish wrong. Hey, Non, what's gotten into you? Nothing, I just figured. This is prom, right? So we should be having fun, and that means dancing. I begin to bob my knees roughly in time with the music. Let's see, I think you slide around like this and... Rosa finally gets into the spirit of things, her earlier shock finally dissipating. Before long, she and I are moving along to the music, both sporting big smiles. I'd love to see Trish's face about now. Call me a loveless loser. Well, who's dancing with the hottest girl in school, huh? One dance turned into two, and then four. And I couldn't be happier. Eventually, we were interrupted by the music abruptly fading out. Panting, we both watched as Principal Spears took the stage with a mic in his hand. Huh? A mic? That's a new one. Alright everyone, before we end tonight's prom, we have a couple of items to take care of. Turns out it was time to announce the prom king and queen. Much to no one's surprise, the winners were Naser and Naomi. Naomi made a big show of it, acting like she didn't manipulate everyone into voting for her or whatever. She couldn't have asked for a better ending to her perfect night. Spears made a short speech afterwards, before releasing everyone into the night. It felt good to be outside after being cooped up in that sweltering gym for so long. Spears promised to get the leftovers packed up for us. Spears promised to get the leftovers packaged up for us to pick up tomorrow, insisting that we go home. Rosa tried to find Stella to wish her a final good night, but she either got moshed to death again, or her and her date snuck off for some alone time. So it was just the two of us as we drove back home. As Rosa pulled down the gravel drive, I noticed that her dad's truck was missing from its usual spot. Looks like Papa decided to head out tonight. Looks like it. The night sky made the absolute perfect backdrop as Rosa and I walked up to the door, my arm draped across her shoulder. There, taped to the front door, was a note. Look at this. He's so old-fashioned. The note mentioned that Rosa's dad wouldn't be back until much later. Looks like we have the house to ourselves. Rosa lingered on the front step, her eyes staring unseen into the distance. Rosa, about what I wanted to say earlier. She perked up at my words. Okay. I take a deep breath in preparation of what I'm about to ask. Slowly, I shift her until we're standing face to face. Her bright crimson eyes stare up at my own as I wrap my hands around her waist. Well, we've been serious for a while now, right? Rosa nods. And I was thinking about, what couples do once they're serious. Anon. Rosa recoils from my touch as if I suddenly became red hot. Anon, no. It's a pleading tone in her voice. That can't happen between us, not now. I can feel my emotions starting to bubble over. I just keep picturing Trish's smug fucking face, hearing her words repeat over and over inside my head. Then what, Rosa? When is it going to happen for us? Rosa looks up at me, her smoky eyes radiating concern. Are you just going to ignore how you feel towards me, like you did with your mom? There's a low hiss as Rosa takes a sudden breath. But I press on. At this point, I don't think I could stop if I wanted to. All that tension I've been carrying tonight, I've got to let it out or I'll snap. I know it makes you feel better, but is that really what you want to do? Just sweeping the issue under the rug isn't going to make it go away. You've got to face it eventually. If you don't want to ignore... you don't want to ignore me, do you? Ignore us? She doesn't say anything. All I can hear are the insects chirping away in the darkness. Rosa, I love you. You know that, right? Right? Rosa gives a shaky nod. And you love me, right? I reach out for her hand, cradling it between both of my own. She doesn't pull away, but neither does she hold mine. It's like she's gone completely numb. I just have to show her how much I care for her. I start to plant kisses on her hand, along along her arm up to her neck, watching as Rosa continues to stare into space. So please, Rosa, let's just forget about everything for once, okay? Let's forget about the rules and what happened and just enjoy each other. It'll feel great, Rosa, I promise. Rosa. Rosa. Silently, Rosa unlocks the front door, taking me by the hand and leading me inside. I don't like where this is going. Oh, my ribs freaking out. Incel rage rising. Oh, more like this fucking rib pain. Just gotta let it twinge out. It's gotta work itself out. Oh. I thought for sure Fang would do something at prom. Me too. I'm surprised she wasn't there. Alright. Oh no. It's been a few months since prom, since Rosa and I... Well, it's been a few months. That's funny. I thought I'd feel different somehow after what happened. But after a taxi ride home at dawn and a cold shower at my apartment, I didn't really feel much of anything. Whatever, at least I could brag about it to my favorite Uzbekistan file sharing platform. Touch grass? Bitch, I'd done more than that. Man, this feels dirty. With graduation come and gone, I've been spending a lot of time on that file sharing platform. I've only barely managed to pass, but hey, a diploma's a diploma. Glancing at my phone, I see there's still no text from Rosa today. She's been helping a lot at the farm now that school is done, so we don't get to see each other. We don't get to see each other a lot anymore. Texting is about the only way we stay in touch anymore. It's funny, as much as I hated school, at least it gave me an excuse to see Rosa every day. Guess I could help out on the farm. My lease is running out soon and I could use some cash. The thought of laboring outside in the hot sun all day makes me cringe. Bzz. Huh? Oh, look at that. A text from Rosa. I'm breaking up with you. Hola, Anon. I've got some time away from Papa today. Do you want to take a walk? A walk, huh? Is this what the kids are calling it these days? I twitch my curtain open to check the weather. When's the last time I've been outside anyways? Looks like a nice enough day. Sure, sounds good. Where are we going? Rosa sends me the details as start grabbing clothes off the bed. Wait a minute. Should check these first. Take a cautious sniff. Nope, not fresh. I go to fish out some new clothes from my closet. Surprised how there's only one outfit left. When was the last time I did laundry? Maybe I could do some at Rosa's later. This is painful to hear. The park is just a short bus ride from Skin Row. With my bus pass having long since run out of cash, I've gotten pretty good at pretending there's something wrong with the card. Usually the driver just gives up and lets me ride for free. Whoa, there's a ton of people here. That's right, people actually like sun and shit. Weaving through packs of park patrons, I head towards where Rosa said to meet. Let's see, should be right around this corner. I wonder what she's gonna look like. Because this is like post prom shit. Okay, so far so good. The sight of my girlfriend confirms I got the right spot. She's waiting for me on a park bench, a little ways off the main path. She seems distracted by something and doesn't look up until I'm almost right next to her. Hey, hola, mi novio. Man, I miss these hugs. I can't resist smelling her hair as we pull apart. Hey, babe. Things busy at the farm? Rosa looks confused as I plonk down on the bench next to her. Okay. You know, 'cause we haven't been hanging out and stuff. Oh, see, it's been busy. I wave off her concerns, sliding my arm across her shoulders. Don't worry about it. So, should we start walking this way, or... As I go to get up, Rosa lays a hand on my thigh. A jolt runs through my body. I haven't felt like this since that night. Actually, Anon, can we talk about something really quick? I nod, trying to keep my mind from drifting towards what I'd much rather do than talk. Watch, she's gonna end up pregnant or some shit. Rosa gives me a flustered smile before clasping her hands on her lap. When she does speak, it's to them, not to me. Anon, part of the reason why we haven't... Uh-oh. Part of the reason we haven't been able... that we haven't seen each other for a while is... You've been working. Rosa lets out a quick sigh before continuing. See, I've been working on the farm, but there's more than that. It's, Oh, como pongo esto. She pauses a little bit. I can see she's thinking hard about something. Haven't seen her like this in a while. I wonder what's up. After prom, after I did that thing for you, I know where this is going. Hearing Rosa talk about it gives me a little thrill. But something about what she says doesn't sound right to me. Wait. What do you mean, after the thing you did for me? Rosa balks at the interruption. After... Rosa, that was for the both of us, wasn't it? I double-checked to make sure there was no one nearby before continuing. I mean, that's what couples do, right? Let's see, I wanted to... Can we stop cutting off, or I'm going to read straight through the history? Well, see, I wanted to wait until... Well, I'm not selfish or anything, Rosa. It was totally natural to ask for that. Rosa looks like she's about to burst as I interrupt a second time. That's what people in love do, right? At least to me it is. I can't help but flash her a little bit of a shit-eating grin. Besides, I think I remember you enjoying it just as... Anon, I'm pregnant! Called it. GG easy. We're having Maria! Jeez. What? How did... I thought I... Anon, please say something. I have to focus hard to understand what she's saying. There's a ringing in my ears that just won't go away. Looking down, I can see Rosa's gripping my hand hard. Hard enough that her scales are turning white. I can barely feel it. Glancing back to her face, I search for some proof that this is all a joke, and that she's going to say, "Psych!" All I find in those big crimson eyes is fear. My mouth is so dry, it's hard to get the words out. Are you sure? I've missed 2 periods already, mi novio. She smiles, what I'm sure is meant as a reassuring smile. I can't help notice the panic in her eyes. It's okay, Anon, please. Come on. It's okay, Anon, please, it's okay. This is a good thing. Well, how is this a good thing? Oh no, he's gonna tell her to abort it. No. Come on, I mean, I'm not a fan of Maria, but come on, you gotta man up. How is this a good thing? Rosa noticeably pales. Anon, how could you say that? Rosa, did you even think about this? Oh my god. This is worse than one Inko, dude. I mean, I can't force myself to say it. I barely fucking graduated high school. I mean, how can I do something like this? Anon, we'll be fine if we do this together. Rosa, this isn't something you can just ignore like your mom dying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's not ignoring this. Rosa pulls her hand back. Her eyes narrow. I can faintly hear an alarm going off in my brain. Its clacks and cry mingling with my mounting hysteria. Dino Preggies, what? One none. And this isn't even the worst ending. Oh, this isn't even the worst ending yet. Are you serious, Anon? Do you think I'm just ignoring it? That's that's it's something. Wait, it's something I want to ignore. Well, that's what it feels like you're doing. Just ignoring a problem and hoping it won't get worse. A problem? How could you say that? She's standing now, glancing down at me, nose flaring. Well, it fucking is. We're fucking kids, Rosa. This was never meant to happen. Acting naive about it won't change that. Both standing now, no longer attempting to keep our voices down. I'm only vaguely aware that people are starting to stare. This only happened because of you, because of what you wanted, you bastardo egostia. No, this only happened because you wouldn't stop pretending you were over your dead mom. If I had... Uh-oh. It's time for the abusive relationship to start. Rosa slap sends me reeling. Gingerly, I touch my cheek, feeling it burn beneath my fingers. Rosa looks ready to murder me. At once, all the anger runs out of her body. It's time to flip the switch off. Wait, hold on. Fat tears begin to streak down her face. No, 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 Minovio, I didn't mean to do that. Rosa covers her mouth with both hands. I continue to stare at her in disbelief. No, no, Rosa, it's time to step into your destiny. It's time to become abusive. The abusive Latina GF. Did she just fucking hit me? Hey, non, She extends a wavering hand out to me. Hang on, Minovio, wait! Hang on! After that day in the park, my life slowly slid apart. I stopped reading Rosa's texts after the 100th one begging me to talk to her. Stopped even looking at my phone when it began to ring. It wasn't just Rosa either. Naser, Stella, Reed, everyone I used to care about tried prying into my life. Well, get ready for child support, motherfucker. Because I'm pretty sure she's not going to abort it. Faced with all of that, with a mountain of broken friendships and promises, I did the only thing I felt I could do. Join the army. I left. With one pathetic packed suitcase, I bought a bus ticket to the first place I saw that wasn't anywhere near Volcadera Bluff. With no references and no place to live, it wasn't long before I was out on the street, living off the grace of others. More often than not, I stole what I needed to survive. Just another pathetic skinny in a fucked up world. Hey, non, you're not black! What are you doing? Sometimes my fellow vagrants would have a couch I could sleep on or a garage I could squat in, but it never lasted. And then I would move on. After about a year of living on the streets in places that reminded me too much of Skin Row, I finally landed on some good luck. A program to help homeless shits like me get back on their feet. And watch, I'm calling it now. Fang's gonna be there. Bet. It might have involved it might have involved doing the worst fucking jobs imaginable and living in a disgusting halfway house, but at least it paid and gave me a permanent place to call home. I took whatever I could, always making sure the job didn't involve too much contact with others. I was better off alone. The program ran out of money after 2 years, however. 2 long years of scarce work and shit pay, but it was enough. I managed to save up enough to buy a place to live, a beat-up old van just big enough to pack for a camp stove and a sleeping bag. With it, I could go anywhere, run as far as I could from anyone who ever cared about me, and live out my penance alone. So why did I come back here? Volcadera Bluff. As I drove back into the city where my life was ruined, I wondered for the millionth time what the fuck I was thinking. I promised myself I would just drive through the city before getting the hell out of Dodge. What was what was here for me anyways? There's a worse ending, yeah. How is this not the worst? Does Fang gun down Prom or something? And it's not going to have anything to take for child support. So Anon in this timeline became the TF2 sniper, living in a van down by the river. What did I hope was here? Gonna bump into Fang. I drove around for hours, peering out my grimy window at the place I used to call home. There's more trash in the streets, more homeless shapes lingering on the sidewalks are huddled in the entryways of decrepit buildings. I took it all in with the same apathetic gaze I looked at everything now. I try not to think about the last time I was here, but the people I used to know. I ended up by the water somewhere, some patch of green that had resisted the decay of the rest of the city. Pulling into the empty parking spot, I killed the engine, numbly staring out through the spiderweb of cracks that crawled along my wide windscreen. Had I been to this park before? My thoughts rattled numbly through my head as I stared out at the bay. I tried not to think about my old high school days spent here, too many wounds inflicted. Content to just let the world pass me by, as unmoving and uncaring as a stone, I settled back against the peeling fabric of my seat. Passively, I watched as a woman walked across the grass, a young child in tow. Ooh, is this Rosa? Oh boy. And that's when the crushing weight of recognition hit me. But couldn't find file mods, the Garden of Rosa, Redo, access folder. Which one are we missing here, buddy? Which one are we missing? You don't deserve to see Rosa like this. Give me a moment. Me bombo. He'll bump into Rosa and their child. Well, let me... Where are the CGs? The CGs, Rosa CG1. Wait, where? This isn't the mod. Hold on. Mods. There we go. Garden of Rosa. Assets. CGs. Yeah, there's nothing here. Wherever they're trying to look for, it ain't here, buddy. This ain't on me. There's literally nothing labeled like that. Just the intro and then credits for ending B, whatever that means. This is probably this is the only one that has the ending for it. So whatever they're trying to pull does not exist. Unless it's in a different folder. I don't know why you get mixed up. I should give it another look. Give me a moment. Maybe they put in like characters instead. So quiet. Oh, wait, got mods. Alright, if it's not in CG's images. I'm not finding it. Yeah, it does not exist in any of the folders. Unless it's in the extras. Old packs. Or old backgrounds. None of these have the names on them. New CGs. No, not those. Band room. House. Room. No. Scripts? Doubt it. Oh, they actually have the scripts for uh well, whatever this is. I'm wondering if it's like actual like writings or like the scripts for the mod. I mean this is the extras folder, so I don't know what's like all in here. Wait, courtroom. Oh, the food court. Why was I thinking like courtroom? Like what's fucking happening? Is Anon gonna get weighed down for fucking not paying fucking child support? Uh, temporary CGs. None of these are it. Uh, why are there so many folders into folders? It's a maze just to try and find something that doesn't probably exist. Yeah, I don't think it exists. Oh well. Broke ass mod. Time to bring out the MS Paint and do it yourself. This is more depressing than ending 2. They either messed up the file location or didn't add them in. I couldn't find it. Actually, I could probably do a search. So B underscore, hold on, capital B underscore Rosa underscore CG underscore 1. I'll go into the folders. Go, no, oh, come on. Come on, go back. Yeah, click that one. We'll look through it in the mods folder. Search mods. Oh, I can't copy paste it in. Okay, I guess I'm typing it out again. Yeah, I guess it doesn't exist. Literally does not exist. Try as hard as I did to suppress them, some memories just don't fade. Like the face of my old love. Face of Rosa. She turned to the younger Dino, whose hand she held, speaking words I could not hear. Is that... Who'd he be? He? Oh no, Maria's now a mark! Without thinking, I scrambled out of the car, leaning heavily on the door for support. The dull bing of the open door alarm was a distant echo to my ears. I watched as the two of them ran happily across the grass, listening to the little boy's laughter as his mother chased him. He couldn't have been older than 4 or so. Well, maybe he's mistaking Maria as a dude, because Maria's like a super turbo tomboy. After Jesus he is... That's my kid! I wanted to vomit, wanted to scream until my lungs dried up, and beat my fist upon the ground until there was nothing left of them. But I also wanted to go over to him, scoop him up in my arms, and never let him go. Instead, I stood there, paralyzed by 3 years' worth of guilt and shame. God, he looked so small. Was he eating enough? Did he have enough clothes? Enough toys? Enough love? I finally managed to peel my eyes off of my child and turn them instead to his mother, to Rosa. She looked thinner than she did in high school, more wan, like a version of herself that had something pressed out of it. Her clothes were plain, her hair tied back in a dull ponytail. For all the world, she looked like her mom. My son's laughter, grew like a shriek as Rosa finally caught up to him, sweeping up and cradling him in her arms, giggling along with him as she tickled his stomach. I watched it all through a watery veil, gripping the frame of the car so hard I think my knuckles might burst out of my hand. but I don't dare let go. I don't think I could stand by myself anyways. Should I say something? Would she even want me in her life? In his life? After all I did, after what I put her through, does she still love me after all of that? Of course she would. She's Rosa. She could love anyone, even me. I picture myself striding over to her, picture the joy on her face as her long-lost love comes back into her life, into his son's life. Watch she find someone else. That's too good to be true. My insides squirm at the thought, not out of happiness or excitement, no, out of dread. It's the first real emotion I've felt in years, washing over me as if I'd just thrown myself to the waters of the bay. Going back to her now would mean admitting that I made the biggest mistake of my life all those years ago. And the thought terrifies me. Shakily, I lower myself back into the van, pulling the door shut quietly after me. Watching my one-time love and forever son, I manage to start the car, the engine's turning over at last. And then I do what I'm best at, running away. Pulling out of the parking lot, I drive until I hit the street, the on-ramp, the freeway. And never once did I let myself look back on the life that I ran out on. Goodbye, Rosa. It wasn't nice seeing you after all. Oh yeah, the credits. Doomer ain't on. To just drive into the bay. Working on, writing on. Pen, Revio, Andrios. Oh yeah, the art. Gimping on. Snoot game base code and original art. Original BBS mod for the base code of this mod. And you! Thank you for playing! Thank you for attempting to finish. I guess. Dang. 2 hours and 13 minutes. Damn. I think we could save the rest of that for Friday if things fall through. So if this is ending 2, the other is ending 1. Yeah, and the worst part is it's not even finished. There's 3/4 of it done. IRL stuff sidetracked me, but this mod is cool. Have fun. It's good. It's cooking. I just wish it was finished. Oh, awesome CG though, yeah. Oh. Why does it kind of go hard though? Oh, I realize I don't have my desk lamp on. Well, why should it shouldn't be desk lamp, it's my dresser lamp. I wish I was at my desk. This mod is ass. I'm going to beat my meat. See you later, okay? Depression maxing. If we were depression maxing, we'd be going straight away into the next one, but I need to digest that one for a bit. And 2 hours is a pretty good time for these streams. I should probably put the ending on. I should ban that guy for saying that. I wouldn't blame you. I mean, if he thinks, sorry, just joke. Oh, now you say it. Now you say it. Okay. Like, if you think that mod's bad, oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. How would ending 1 even go? Murder? I don't know. Revenge? Fango's first-person shooter mode? Fango's silly mode? I don't know. That was certainly something. Can you read the ending for a script, Mr. Streamer? Sure. Seeing as we're never getting it, apparently, I can do that. Time to open the folder once again. Script folder. Well, that's the script folder for that, but then there's like script folders in the extra. Ending, yeah, the ending ideas. We've got these. Remember, no parasaur. If I could put this just right under chat, I can actually look at my mic and read this without sounding distance. Alright, prom intro. We already know about that. Oh, we have different ones for different endings. So apparently, according to... Hold on, let me look at it. According to the ending we just saw, I think it was ending B. Yeah, it says R credits B, so that was ending B. So anything lower is probably better. Okay, here's the ideas for the better of two endings, I'm assuming. So in ending D, it starts off with the proms. I don't think it goes like all the way to the end, but it's just describing prom. Actually, wait, if there's only 3 here, that means the ending that's out is A, I think. Well, according to this, I'll just read it. The first one's B. It says, dealing well. She mentions she's made peace with it before it happened. Anon is more annoyed that he sees her less than ever now, but is finally glad Prom is here so he can seal the deal with her. Rosa is making food for Prom, having offered to do so, although she can't quite make it like how she wanted to. Anon is nervous he'll see Fang at Prom. Okay, that's new, because I don't think Fang was even mentioned at Prom. Which Rosa tries to dissuade his fears. Rosa's dad is weepy, takes photos, etc. Anon, Rosa, and Stella, and Chad's shark all go to prom together. Rosa goes to set up food, leaving Anon all alone. Anon doesn't dance with Stella, sits in the back on his phone. Trish comes in and yells at him for breaking up the band, before telling him he'll always be a loveless loser. Okay, this sounds like what we just went through. Rosa comes back, prom dancing happen, kings and queens occur. At the end, Anon, who wants to prove Trish wrong, goes back to Rosa to her house, it's after hours now, and pressures her into having sex. Fast forward to a month to Rosa telling him she missed her period and is pregnant. Chapter ends here. Anon freaks the fuck out and gets on a midnight bus to nowhere, drifts around doing dead-end jobs, etc., etc. Follows the original ending closely, highlighting how Anon loved Rosa so much that he wanted to have sex with her, but the result of that love is what freaks him out and drives him away. Yeah, we've experienced that one. And it automatically launches... Wait, Rosa's mom rises as a zombie and it automatically launches Project Zomboid. That was pain. I'm guessing they're older... These are older, so that's why ending B didn't have Fang be directly mentioned, maybe. I still don't get how Stella got a boyfriend like fucking Chad Shark. Because Stella is cute. Stella and her 40 male friends. He could have proved Trish wrong in the best way possible by waiting for marriage for a trad wife, yeah. Could have had the best thing. Alright, ending C, dealing poorly. Rosa is in a... I'm pretty sure this is probably the worst one. Rosa is in a frantic, I must fix Fang mode in the aftermath of her mom's death. Having not been able to accept that she cannot fix everything, Anon is concerned for Rosa's mental state and hopes that she doesn't do anything too drastic. Rosa is making food for Prom, but many dishes are burned as she neglects them in planning to get Fang to join the band again. Rosa's dad is worried for her, takes photos, etc. The four go to prom together. Rosa goes to set up food, leaving Anon alone. Anon dances a bit with Stella before Chad Shark comes back, then goes to see Lucy arrive with Naser and Naomi. Oh, I guess we're calling her Lucy now, huh? Anon asks Fane how Lucy is... Anon asks Fane how Lucy is doing, and the two of them just have a brief conversation before Rosa comes back. Anon and Rosa dance. Rosa asks about Lucy and looks distracted. As King and Queen occur, Rosa excuses herself and runs off, with Anon following. Anon comes across everyone ambushing Lucy to get her to play. Lucy runs off, and Trish goes after her. Rosa is crushed, having thought this would fix Fang's issues. Anon goes and interrupts Naser and Naomi's celebrations to tell Naser about Lucy. Naser goes to comfort his sister as Naomi seethes. Anon and Rosa take a walk into the school gardens to talk, where Rosa breaks down about how her plan didn't work and how she can't help anyone. In the preceding months, Rosa, Anon, Lucy, and Naser spend some time together, deciding what they want to do. Lucy doesn't know, and Anon hasn't gotten into any colleges, so he's taking up a trade that will send him away from Volcadera. Rosa, who also graduated, doesn't know if she can leave her dad alone and announces she decided to stay home instead of going to college she got into. Anon is heartbroken to hear Rosa won't be continuing her dreams. She never told us about her dreams. And his trade won't really let him come back very much. Some crazy shit where he's in Alaska for 3 years, who cares? As Anon gets on the bus, Rosa tells him not to wait for her, as he should find someone who can mend his broken heart instead. Chapter ends. Anon comes back to Volcadera, having completed his apprenticeship, and the work in the city is good. Anon and Rosa happen to bump into each other when Anon is on a job out near her family farm. Anon walks to her house by instinct. Anon secretly hoped not to see Rosa there, as that would mean she decided to live her own life. Although their reunion is sweet and full of affection, Anon is invited in for some food, and while there he talks to Rosa's dad. Anon expects him to have fallen apart due to the death of his wife, but he confesses that he's been able to move on and is still secretly seeing another woman. Oof. Rosa's dad can't tell Rosa about it though, as she still thinks of him as a heartbroken old man. Anon and Rosa talk well into a night, staying up to listen to some sounds of the country, confirm that Anon totally fucked other women to make people seethe. Oh no. Okay, and then the last one. Let's see comments. Last one, ending D. Yeah, ending 3. I'm worried what we say was maybe an ending 3 and not an ending 2. Although maybe not. Maybe this is ending 3 instead. It seemed like Doomer Anon. Alright, the last one. Dealing well, she mentioned she's made plans before everything happened to really connect with her mom on a level that she didn't know her before. Anon is thrilled to see Rosa continue to process the death in a happy way, which doesn't mean she doesn't get teary once in a while. Rosa is making food for the prom, and Anon makes her happy when he says it's just like her mom made. Standard stuff before prom, yada yada yada. He literally wrote that. At prom, Rosa goes to set up the food, with Anon helping her as a final thank you to her mom. Afterwards, the two dance to an upbeat song on the dance floor, with Fang and their friends joining them. Anon sees Trish all alone and goes to talk to her. He tells her not to try and fix everything between her and Fang, and instead follow Rosa's example by letting things happen more naturally. Rosa comes back and steals Anon for a slow dance this time. King and Queen occur, and then Fang surprises everyone by performing at prom. Yeah, this is ending 1, or not 1. This is like the ending. To cheers and applause. This is an inside joke. Don't try to understand it. Oh, wait. To cheers and applesauce. This is an inside joke. I see. The party at the beach occurs as normal. I totally forgot this was a thing, lol. Except Anon is sitting with Rosa. Have fun drawing the new background for this Pem. The group asks how Rosa is doing with her mom, and Rosa replies that it isn't her job to fix everyone in her life. Instead, she just looks forward to the time she has with them. After prom, Anon gets a job working at Rosa's farm. Rosa and Anon are excited to go off to college, but the first in their families to do so. Not sure if they should go to the same college or what. I'll open this to the floor. Chapter break. Rosa and Anon go to the reunion together, which should be 10 years later, not 5. Who the fuck has a 5-year reunion? Pem, you gotta make a new Rosa sprite for this dude, sorry. Their conversations about something important is interrupted by Reed. Mostly normal reunion, except at the end Rosa announces that they're engaged, everyone's happy for them, drinks for all, etc. Fang and Anon share a quiet conversation alone, and Fang wishes Anon and Rosa the best. Rosa and Anon end up in the school garden one more time, with Anon humorously falling down just like the first chapter. Okay. So what's the worst ending? Huh. Well, there was an FAQ I could read, I guess. Ending 3, Anon wouldn't do that. He'd man up. Ending A is the worst, but it's weirdly implemented. Now, let me go to the FAQ. FAQ read me. Okay, this isn't really an FAQ, just some things people tend to comment about the mod, among other things that I think would pop up. Hopefully this answers everything. If not, then just ask in the few threads I'll be on or on Discord. All answers will be by the coder unless specified. One very important thing to note, I do not recommend playing this version as the definitive mod. Play the previous version that is supported up to Snoot Game version 10. Hold on, let me readjust here because sitting's pain. This release is updated to version 12, but is very unpolished in a manner of ways. But it does have the most content. Shrug. Why, only the bad endings first. Oh, where's my mouse? I need to scroll. Get over here. FAQ tells you how done each path was. Okay. Alright. Why only the bad endings first? The mod was planned to have multiple endings later on in development. I started it alone without any decisions, strictly copying from the original fic. When the original author joined the team, I had already done a good bit of work, so we decided to keep it as is and have a specific scene where the story branches out. The author was finding it difficult to work on the same chapter 4 times in a row in different tones. So we decided to change it up, working on one specific ending until the end to progress on to the other one. The bad endings were the most completed, so we led with those. Sorry, it's just my fucking text blindness is kicking in with how fucking tiny the font is. Give me a moment. Okay. It's enlarged, and now I can see. The bad endings were the most completed, so we led with those. I do apologize to everyone who was waiting for a good ending. Why isn't the mod done after 3 whole years? My excuse, to be blunt, I was lazy. There were other things like my job and my health, but I still had tons of time to work on it. Maybe some could say it's burnout, but I don't know. It still feels like I should have been more disciplined on my progress. The author has actual life factors to worry about, so don't go blaming it on him. Why are you canceling the mod? Oh no, it's canceled! Oh boy, Twitter canceled. I still can't work on it, metaphorically and literally. The former reason why is I procrastinate a lot on everything relating to my own art. The other sprites are backgrounds. Is crippled by my perfectionism. The later reason is the Rito story is left undone, and my contact with the OG offer fell off. Some chapters scripts are not done. I also want to meet... let me readjust. I was sitting up, but I should really probably just move this back to the front screen and not kink my neck. Ugh. I am sweating, dude. I wish my AC worked. I also wanted to move on from this. It's burning at the back of my head constantly, and I put it off so much that it's causing me problems. What isn't finished? Going through each ending, there should be 4 chapters, 9 through 12. Ending A, script equals finished, code chapter 12 unfinished, art unfinished. Ending B, script finished, code finished, art partially finished. Is that why some of it wasn't found? Ending C, script up to chapter 11, code chapter 9 to 11 unfinished, art unfinished. Ending D, script none made, sorry, code unfinished, art also unfinished. Okay, the FAQ was shorter than I thought it'd be. Crazy. Well, that's all they gotta say. It's canceled. Canceled, guys. Even though we didn't finish an ending, even though we didn't get to see the other part, it's canceled. We got to close the game, guys. I'm sorry. I got to throw this one out. It's canceled. I cannot imagine canceling, leaving only the bad endings. Well, you could call it a bad ending. I'm going into the game with Rempy to see what's up with ending A, as it's not really documented anywhere. Okay. Oh, I'm tired, I'm sweaty. The weather's getting hotter out every day. Oh. I'd open up a window, but I don't want people to think I'm crazy, yapping like I do. Oh. The script is in there, but it's not complete. Well, one of them said nothing was written for anything. I don't know how, like, recent or true that is. Oh, I'm at it. Let me take a roll call. I'm pretty sure people have already left by now. 12 people, yeah. What were we at before? I haven't even really checked since the stream started. Usually it tops out at around 30. I was really enjoying the start of the mod, but knowing that only ending 2 is available, fuck ever playing it myself. Yeah, it sucks. Ending A script is there, reading it right now, but it's just a text file with some comments, basically, huh? So is this like the bad ending or the good ending? A is the worst. That's crazy. A for effort. Well, I'm here just dragging on. I'm gonna check Tier Maker real quick to see if any new Snoot stuff dropped. I doubt anything dropped. I should be making my own one. I'm surprised no one's made a Tier Maker for artists in the fandom yet. Snoot Game Waifu Mods. I think I've seen this one. That's just random girls. Snoot Universe characters. I think I did that one. Did I? I might have? Like, a part of me thinks I didn't, but I think I did. It's just, it's not saving it. I think I did it on the older computer, and that's why it's not, like, registering what I put in. How's it bad? I won't spoil it if you want to read it yourself. File location is script folder under the file chapter 12A. You just read it with Notepad or text viewer. Formatting's messy, but it's workable. I guess I'll peek it. Where are we? There we go. I probably have no way to read this because it's gonna look like puke on fucking Notepad, isn't it? Script folder. Was it chapter 911A? Where was this? Script folder. Well, there's two script folders. That's the thing. Notepad. The divide between Rosa and Anon gets more pronounced, but they still want to go to prom together. Anon waits for Rosa to arrive. They go to check the band, but catch them mid-argument and leave. Show Anon at prom suited up at some point after coming back from the black screen. Flip his sprite to give it a very small bounce or something every now and then to emphasize his impatient waiting. Let me just skim through this. The crowd booing scene. Oh yes, ending one. It's literally just like typed in, if it was trying to be. It's more of like the story like going on rather than like a script, so. Oh, it is chunky, dude. I'm scrolling and it's super chunky. There's no way I'm reading this on stream, dude. This is a lot. This Fang target Rosa. 2 12As where all hell breaks loose. Yeah, it's long. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Notepad's having a... Oh, it's all in Chinese. Why is this one all in Chinese? Uh-oh. Am I gonna get hacked? Oh boy. Oh, I see. The C on the end stands for Chinese, probably. The RPYMC and C stands for Chinese, I guess. I didn't know the Chinese were working on this mod. Oh. Yeah, make sure it's... Yeah, I know. Just been skimming it. Yeah, it's... Maybe I'll look at it another time. I'm a sweaty mess and I have no focus. What I need to do is probably end the stream and go cool off, because I've been sweating in bed, and it's not pretty. Yeah, I don't know what's in store for tomorrow, but Friday, if Wani's Thank You don't work out, we'll do the rest of the ending here of what's left on that thing, and then we'll probably crack open some more mods if it's fast enough. The CCP didn't want you to have any good endings, yeah. Even the Chinese can't resist the Latino Dino waifu, true. I mean, she probably did win Best Girl, didn't she? At least one of them? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna get going and relax, cool down. recollect myself. I'll see you the next time I stream. Take it easy.